Yes, hello everybody, welcome. It's Wednesday afternoon. It is the 12th of May, and I am Len. A lot of new things changing since the last stream. Last time I was streaming, I didn't really turn my mic on. Also, I did not have affiliate status, which I do now, which is pretty awesome. Kind of excited to have affiliate status. What does that mean? If you don't know, well, if you're watching on Twitch, you probably do know this. But if you don't know, it means you now can subscribe to my channel, and if you subscribe to my channel, I get a little bit of money. You can also cheer with bits, which is kind of Twitch currency. You can also just tip as well on the front page via PayPal, and also there's something else too, just my tip jar. The other thing too that's interesting I'm trying to do today is reach 100 followers by today. We are at 99 followers, I believe. Just do a quick check on that. I believe we're at 99 followers right now. Yeah, 99. So I just need to find one more follower to help hit me over that goal, right? Oh, good. Hey, excellent. Thank you, KT Data. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Yes, KT Data has been very super helpful with me understanding Twitch and working with Twitch, and that's pretty cool. I think you're going to see throughout this. Oh my gosh, Andy Ryerson has followed. Thank you. I think I have 100 followers now. Thank you, Andy. That's awesome. There's a couple other people that followed as well. Hey, Red Fraggle 3, nice to see you. What was I saying? I totally forget what I was saying. Doesn't matter. Oh no, it doesn't matter because KT Data has set up Nightbot, and he's going to be helping, hopefully throughout the whole process, getting, like the bot working and things like that. Like the bot will tell you certain things during chat. It's pretty cool. Thank you. I believe Red Fraggle, you are the 100th follower. Which is something. I should probably figure out something for the 100 followers. I probably should have figured that before I went live, but today's a little bit of a later day. The final thing before we start drawing is here was like kind of really taking inventory of some posters and things like that and getting them up there. So now, I don't know. You'll see. Sometimes there's some cool stuff. If I move, you might see some of the cool stuff. I just wanted to fill it in, right, to make it look a little bit more complete, which it does, which is pretty awesome. Thank you. Oh yes, and KT Data in the chat is messing around with all the new emotes. Yes, since I became affiliated, I unlocked some emotes, and those emotes are also now available. There are also ways to use Hypercoin. Oh my gosh, look, there's Oreo Cookie. I know who that is. Oreo Cookie is probably right downstairs. It's following. Ken says hi. Hey, how you doing? Ken. Well, hello, Ken. Nice to see you. I'm sure I'll figure this out. Reading the chat, not really even sure what I'm doing. I don't know how long I'm going to be drawing for today. I really don't have any ideas. Oh my gosh, I got my first bits. Here. Oreo Cookie. I know Oreo Cookie just gave me 5 bits, so awesome. Thank you so much. Art time. It is art time. That's great. Look at that. That's super cool. Oh my gosh. So this is totally brand new to me. So I guess I'm going to be learning a little bit about subs and stuff like that and everything else. If you are in fact watching and want to support, you can always do that through the tip jar. through PayPal, through bits, through subscribing. I get a little bit off that. Or you can also just commission me over at lenperalta.com. There's also my Patreon, patreon.com/Len, which is another way. And all this stuff is either on my About page, and also just you can use the exclamation point commands and or command, and you can find out what all the great commands that are set up. Also, that KT Data has set up here in the chat room. So thank you so much for the bits, Oreo cookie. 5 bits is awesome. I believe that equates to like 5 cents or something. Doesn't matter. It's just so exciting to be able to do that. If we get enough people here to do this, we can posture check. Oh my gosh. Now I got to be doing this too. So yes, actually I just went to see my doctor today, and they told me I should probably get a new chair. So that might be in my near future. Maybe I can fund that through this program. Anyway, okay. There you go. Thank you, KT Data. I'm not really even sure what's going on there, but anyhow, here we go. So today is viewer request day. I didn't really have, I was like, oh my gosh, I really didn't know what I was going to draw today. I thought maybe I was going to have some projects to work on that you guys could watch me work on. As it turns out, I didn't get an email that I thought I was going to get, so I don't have anything. So I am taking, I got a spam bot. Thank you. Awesome. Yeah, I guess that does make me a real streamer, doesn't it? Thank you, KT Data, for your help. So I guess I am looking for some ideas to draw. Let's take a look here. What's going on here? So I guess I can show you some fun stuff that I was working on just today. I probably should have waited to a bull draw a bull, or just a bull draw a bull, just a suggestion. A bull? Why a bull, I wonder? And there's the big, yeah, we're checking out. Oh my gosh, what if I just draw Bigfoot? Wouldn't that be kind of cool? Just draw Bigfoot. That actually might be something that I want to do. What happened to my page here? Oh yeah, okay, so I'll show you quick things that I'm working on. This is one thing I'm working on. This is actually for a client. I was actually going to paint this, but I don't know if probably not, because I haven't gotten sign off on this. This is like a little logo for a client. So that was something. This is actually a design, a painting I was doing earlier for another client. Actually, if you're a DTNS fan, Big Chris Ashley commissioned me this for his gym, which is pretty cool. Look at KT Data go, man. He is going nuts as a mod in the channel. Oh, it's so great to have someone doing this for me. Awesome. But I don't have anything here. Wow, look at this. Nightbot is going crazy right now. That's pretty cool. So what should I draw? Let's take a look here. Oh, you know what? Maybe, I don't know if I'm gonna draw Bigfoot. This Bigfoot kind of played out. I watched a documentary on Hulu called Sasquatch. I don't know if anybody's seen that. I thought it was gonna be about Bigfoot, and it sort of was, I guess. But it was it wasn't. It was about a bunch of druggies up there. It's fun to aid man. Bigfoot's son? Yeah, maybe I'll draw Bigfoot. You know, Bigfoot is that's sort of the thing. I kind of like that. Bigfoot was a big thing with Jawbone Radio, and so maybe I will do something with that. Seems like kind of fun. Oh, there was something else I wanted to bring up. Hey, Ken. Nice to meet you. It's good to see you, Squalzy420. Nice to meet you, Ken. Thanks for hanging out. If you're liking, please follow or subscribe. Let's see here. Oh, you know, I'm just going to start drawing because I don't know what I'm going to do. Boy, that's a conundrum. Last week I had such a great, a great idea, and it turned out great. I drew something from Mitchell's versus the Machine, you know, I was going to, I was maybe going to draw another character from that, possibly, but I don't think so. Oh, you know what? Let me fix this up because I see something is happening with this, with the chat here. Hang on a second, guys. I'm doing some creative. Aha, there we go. Hang on. Why can't I move that? Oh, there it is. Okay. Is that what it is? They're all automatic KT data? I think that's what it is. That's all right. I think it's fun. I think it's cool to have all those things in there for people to read. Also, KT data is going to sort of help me to figure out, if we can, how to bring people on during the stream. Maybe not this one, but maybe for Jawbone Radio. I think that might be a good idea. That looks a little bit better. Plus, I got my little okay. That's all right. I like all the stuff that's happening in the chat room. Oh, finally. Before I get started, how do I sound? I spent quite a bit of time on Monday sort of getting my mic up to speed and try to sound as professional and pro grade as I could. So if my voice sounds too bassy or weird, just let me know and I can sort of work that out. But I kind of like the way this sounds. It's got like a nice professional grade sound to it. Levels are good for me. Okay, I don't sound like I'm in a box or anything, do I? Because that would sort of be bothering. Hey, 9 of 12, nice to see you. Let's see who's in the chat room right now. Nice to see you guys. Thank you so much. Okay. All right, so let me, unless we have anything different to draw, I think I'm gonna try to draw Bigfoot. This isn't interesting. All right. Oh, good. That's what I was going for. I was going for that NPR sort of vibe. Trying to go in for like a deep voice thing. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited to have gotten to be an affiliate so quickly. I know my one son, who is he's a streamer as well. He has just started streaming recently. Was a little bit surprised how quickly I got affiliate status, and I think I owe that to Scott Johnson and his crew for that one raid of like 120 people. That was very, very helpful. So yeah, so I was able to meet those requirements really quickly. All right, man. Hey, thank you, Squalzy. Thank you for following. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, and Squalzy is subscribed with Prime. Thank you so much. That's so cool. I gotta figure out stuff to do when people subscribe like that. I gotta figure that out. I'm so new to this, so I'm gonna come off as sort of like a noob. But I gotta figure something out. The one thing that KT Data and I were talking about the other day was possibly doing time challenges, right? So you know, maybe not like a day like a day like today would have been really, really hard because I was doing a lot of running around today and had some meetings. But if I can come up with good ideas for like time challenges, like okay, now we got like I have an hour to draw X and whatever that is, right? So I'll do the best I can, and I probably will be able to do it. So I don't know. You gotta let me know. There's a suggestion box on the front page under the About section of my Twitch page, and that gives me a lot of. You can give me a lot of input for that. Let me know what you're thinking, because we could tie it into some sort of an event, right? Could be like I don't know, like if I get a certain amount of follows, like if I get or subscriptions, right? Like if I get 5 or 10 subscriptions, maybe I'll do a time challenge or something like that. I got to figure out how to do all that stuff. Luckily, I got some people who are going to be helping me out. You're in New Zealand, 7 a.m. in New Zealand. Holy crap, man! You're up early. And so, like, am I the first person you just logged on to Twitch and you're like, hey, let's see what this guy is all about. What's he drawing? But I appreciate you being here. It's super cool. I'm glad to keep you company here. So I think with this, I'm kind of going a direction of Goofy, maybe. And you know, it's funny because I always draw Bigfoot. Thank you for being a pal of Peralta. No, I always draw. Whenever I would draw Bigfoot, I always draw him very clean and well coiffed, I guess. And Bigfoot, you know, he's not like that. Who were you sent here by, Squallsy? Just out of curiosity. I wonder who sent you here. Are you a spy? Please don't say you're a spy. Thank you so much, both, for subscribing. I appreciate it. Yeah, so how's everybody's day going? Everybody doing all right? I'm surprised that D Walls isn't here. Usually he's here. Or Kepper 67. He's usually here too. Kepper 67 has been like a huge supporter of the stream so far. So that's been kind of cool. It's been neat. This is so. Is there something that should make him interesting? So he's picking his nose. Okay. Thank you so much, Qualsy. I appreciate that. Music today is it's Sir Ghostington by Ghost and Ghost. If you hear that in the back, that's from courtesy of Pretzel Music. You know, it's weird. Pretzel Music is supposed to be like music that is safe, copyright safe. But sometimes in my stream, like it gets muted. I'm like, I thought you guys are supposed to be vetting all these songs. Why am I, you know, what is up with that? Hopefully we can eventually, as this stream grows, we can do some fun stuff like get a hype train going and stuff like that. I think I've been watching people get those hype trains, and usually it has something to do with like music and stuff like that. Oh yeah, that's good. That's a good point. I should probably do that, KT Data. Try to YouTube safe and stuff. Yeah, that's strange. You figure they would fix that. All right, I'm pretty happy with this so far. Bigfoot's good for me to draw today because I was drawing gorillas earlier today, and that seemed. I was like, oh yeah, so I was looking at images of gorillas, and I'm like, oh yeah, that should be fun. Plus, Bigfoot's always a fun draw. Yeah, hype train, man. Gotta get it going somehow. Alright, so that looks pretty good. I'm gonna start coloring this. Bigfoot. You know, I have been a huge fan of Bigfoot for a real long time. Just in general, like cryptozoology and cryptids, crypto creatures and stuff like that. So like like chupacabras, just weird stuff like that. I've always been a big fan of that because they're like real monsters. I mean, I was always a big fan of monsters anyway, but the fact that there's kind of like maybe these real ones out there. Bigfoot, I think, gets a bad rap because just because like Elvis, he's sort of I don't know. He's sort of everybody goofs on him because it's like, oh yeah, he's not real. But there's got to be something to it, I think, because enough people have seen Bigfoot that enough people, like credible sources, right? I mean, there's something out there that we don't know what it is, and and it could be just like maybe, I don't know, maybe it's like a lowland gorilla or something. There's something out there, but my brother-in-law, my ex-brother-in-law, he passed away about 5 years ago. He had a great story about meeting up with Bigfoot or being on a trip, and he was with some friends of his, and he said that he was in the middle of nowhere, right, like in like the Pacific Northwest, and he was in front of a campfire, right, and this thing started throwing rocks at them from like up high, like on a ledge or something. And he swears that, and it was like this inhuman scream, right? So he swears that he ran into Bigfoot. I don't know if anybody's into Bigfoot as much as I am in this chat. I'm digging it. I love Bigfoot. Let's see. Or just monsters in general. I remember Bigfoot when I was a kid was such a big deal. We used to do all these movies about him and stuff. I remember real monsters. Yeah. Hey! Thank you so much, NES Jumpman. Thank you for subscribing through Prime. I appreciate it. And we're hitting all kinds of great milestones today. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I gotta like learn all like the details of like how much I make via Prime and all these subs and stuff like that. Oh, okay. So I don't know if anybody's interested in what I'm doing here, like how I'm putting this together. But I've been playing around with these new techniques for the past couple months. Really starting to up my game as far as digital painting goes. I used to do a lot with inking and stuff like that. Now I'm doing a lot more with painting, and I'm really liking it a lot because it gives me a lot more freedom. KT Data, this is your mood. Yeah, I feel this way too, man. I have been feeling this way a lot over the past couple months. It was really tough, man. The past couple months was really, really difficult. Yeah, I don't know, like coming out of the pandemic and people like not, you know, there'd be a lot of people who are sort of like they'd want to hire me for a commission or something, and then they'd like ghost me. I have some pretty bad stories about that, about being ghosted. One of the I don't know. I probably won't talk about it here. but just know that one of the people who ghosted me was like, what the heck? It was really upsetting because he well, not to bring down New Zealand, and I'm not going to bring down New Zealand, by the way, but this guy was from Australia, the dude that was hiring me, and because of the time difference, I had to log on to Zoom at like during dinner time for him or for me, and it was sort of a bummer because my wife had made this delicious. It was right near St. Patrick's Day, so she made this delicious corned beef, right? And then I didn't get to eat it with them. Like I had to, but I was thinking, oh, no problem. Like I'm working. I'm gonna get this gig, and the gig it'll all be worth it, right? Like, so I missed the dinner, right? Big deal. Well, I won't get into all the details of what happened, but the dude ended up ghosting me, and I didn't get the job. It was sort of a bummer. It was yeah, that guy was a jerk. So probably people from New Zealand are a lot cooler, though. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that people from New Zealand are probably have better manners than people from Australia. That's all I'm saying. Let's do a check here. Oh, did I by the way, I should mention that there are ways to do hypercoin, to use the hypercoin. I think some of the hypercoin is to hydrate. So I have my trusty water bottle here. And also I think stretch is one of them. I forget. There's a couple of them in there. But feel free to use your hypercoin stuff. That'll be fun. And remember, if I hydrate, we all hydrate together. So if I take a drink, you got to take a drink. That's the way we're working it here, folks. That's the way we're working it. It looks pretty good. I like that. Interesting. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. Let's give a little bit of more skin. Yeah, I learned the hydrate thing from watching one of my other streamers. This DJ, pretty cool. So people are always asking her to hydrate. All right, I'm almost ready to paint this. Can you believe that? How long have I been streaming here? Oh yeah, only about half an hour. Wow, I'm really surprised. I thought I'd been streaming for a little bit longer. But I guess because I love Bigfoot so much. it's just, it doesn't feel like work, right? Did someone hit hydrate? Let's see the, maybe not. All right. This is cute. All right, so I've got the flats down, more or less. I wish there was something funnier with this though. Like I feel like I mean, otherwise he's, you know, he's picking his nose, that's fine. But I feel like there should be something funnier going on. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. There was, you know, I know, you know why it may have disappeared. The hydrate button is because you can you can earn hypercoin as you for that as a hydrate thing. So maybe they took it out. I don't know. A friendship bracelet. That's a good idea. Okay, maybe I'll do that. That'll be a last minute thing. I'll think about it. I'll think about what I can do. All right. All right. All right. Let me flatten some of these up here. I don't think there's anything I need to. Who cares? I don't think there's anything I need to be worrying about as far as flattening. Oh. I'll worry about it later. The background, I'll worry about it later. Maybe I won't put the background on. Let me see. I don't know. I'll think of something funny on the head. Maybe it'll be a last minute thing. So let's just keep moving forward. Ooh, this will be fun. If I'm doing like the time challenges and stuff like that. I mean, I got to come up with something funny. I mean, you know, in some ways I do the time challenges when I'm working on Tom Merritt's show, on Daily Tech News Show. Because I have to create those pieces very quickly. So I guess I already do the time challenge, but it would be fun to do something that's like, oh, you know, draw something very specific and see how well I do. So this this brush I'm using is one of my old favorites. It's called the hairbrush. And I got these brushes. They're not her brushes, but I was turned on to these brushes by another artist by the name of Megan Lara, who is incredible artist, incredible portraiture artist. So I was asking one day, I was just like, what are your brushes? So she gave me a link to this Deviant Art channel, not a channel, but a user on DeviantArt that had these great brushes, kind of these concept brushes, you know, and I've been using them ever since. They're so versatile. But this particular brush, this hairbrush, while it is supposed to make hair, right? And it makes great hair, by the way. Although I have been using some other kind of like stubbly type ones for some other hair. I was using this to paint a lot with. Because Megan Lara said, oh, I use this one primarily to paint. So I'm like, okay, well, if she's using it to paint, then there must be something There must be something good with it. I don't know. But so I started using it, and now I like almost exclusively used it for my shading and stuff like that. Although I have kind of branched out and done some other things. But I find that this particular brush is really, really nice. I should put those in the links. Like things like paintings, I mean brushes that I use and stuff. I should do that. Now you see, the brush, this brush, you know, it just gave a nice little bit of hair, right? Like a nice hair texture here. Perfect. Yes, Squalzy, you have a question. Go ahead. What is your question? I'll try to do the best I can to answer. Interesting. I don't. That's a good question. I don't know why. I don't know why he would be spying on me. No clue. No, Euphoria Fish. You know, the reason why I decided to do Bigfoot today was because today's the first day streaming, and KT Data had set up a command that talks about Bigfoot, and I am a big Bigfoot fan, and you can watch the VOD later and see, hear my discussion about Bigfoot. But that is, I don't know. I just like Bigfoot, man. It's cool. Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know why anybody would be spying on me. Maybe somebody is spying on me. I don't know. I'd be very boring to be I'd be like the most boring subject. I don't. I think it's just you, Squalzy. I'm not really sure. So yesterday I was watching a lot of other different artists, just to kind of get a feel for their for like what they're doing and stuff. And it was pretty interesting to watch people work. I was watching one dude, and he, pretty good artist, does a lot of gaming stuff, and it was hilarious because he was vaping during his entire set. Like, I'm like, wow, you're just gonna vape? I thought that was kind of, isn't vaping done? Like, I don't know. I thought that was interesting though, because just weird to see someone vaping during their stream. I don't know. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. There's all kinds of stuff going on streaming. But yeah, so I was trying to see, I was trying to get ideas. Hey, thank you so much, Squalzy. I appreciate it. For what other streamers are doing, like, what are they drawing? It's a lot of, sometimes it's like, girls wearing like cat ears or something. And they're just, they're just sort of hanging out drawing. Some of them are pretty good though. There are some really, really good artists out there. So I was trying to figure out, like, man, where do I fit into this world? Because it's like a young man's game, right? Like, all these streamers are so young, and I'm like, is there really a world? Is there somewhere for an older artist like this to get in on it? And I don't know. You're gonna help me figure that out. Because you know, I don't know. I mean, obviously, there are people who are streaming on Twitch who are, you know, they're young, or, you know, or they're getting started or whatever. And I mean, I'm not young. Yeah, you know, the hot tub stream. What is up with the hot tub streams, man? I mean, should I like be wearing a bikini and sitting in a hot tub drawing? I think there'd be something kind of scary about possibly, you know, me electrocuting myself. Yeah, I guess that's a thing. I don't know, man. Like, it's, I don't know. That's like, I guess that's like the seedy part of twitching, right? Of Twitch streaming. Start doing some weird stream where I'm sitting on a hot dog or something. Oh man. Yeah, I guess that's true, KT Data. I guess we would be able to see if that would be an interesting thing to see if so I hit 100 followers today, which is great. So I guess I've got to figure out something to celebrate with, some way to you know, I don't know, to celebrate this milestone. I think the milestone should be like kind of wrapped around subscriptions, possibly. I don't know. I'm so bad at this, right? Like, I was telling KT Data that I have like a lot, like I have a lot of like platforms, like I have Patreon. Oh, a hot dog suit. That could be KT Data. Write that down. If I get like 100 subs, I will wear a hot dog costume, and I will stream in a hot dog costume. Oh, the other thing too is if I get enough subs, right? Like if I'm making a decent amount of money off this, well, I don't know. I shouldn't say that. Like I'm in it for the money. I mean, who isn't though, really? But one of the ideas that KT Data and I were coming up with is like, oh, you know, you should do like a smoking stream, like where I smoke meats. That'll be a summer thing, right? So if I'm able to hit like a certain amount of subs, that'd be super cool. I was thinking, like, I'm trying to think, because I'm getting ahead of myself, because I'm thinking, well, how physically can I do that, right? Like, I'd have to bring my laptop out there and you know, just figure out how to stream live, because it is possible. I mean, for sure I can do it. It's just, you know, logistically how am I going to do that? But that would be kind of a fun thing to do, for sure. All right. Let's go start working on the specular highlights. So do highlights on this thing. Always forget about that opacity. Oh man, I think I'm kind of stressed out, guys. I'm just thinking about all this stuff I gotta get done this month. Sort of stresses me out. May is always like a really, really busy month, you know? Hey, you guys should try out some of the emotes in the chat and see what happens. I think Nightbot, if you start going too crazy, Nightbot will like shut you down. But I do have a couple other, and you know, I just have to find some time to make some new emotes. But the other thing too is like, I don't know. This month is so busy. There's so much going on. We got graduations and birthdays. My son gets born tomorrow, or is a birthday tomorrow. I mean, he's not like a baby or anything, but still, you want to remember. You want to remember him. And just work and everything else and projects and trying to keep up on things. It's so hard, you know? It's really difficult. Usually, you know, in the days before streaming, right, I'd be up here in my office and I would just sit here and think about this stuff on my own, you know, like, oh yeah, I would just like, I wouldn't even talk. I would just like be thinking about stuff. So it's good that I'm maybe this is therapeutic for me, possibly. Oh, I don't know. Are you guys feeling this drawing? Maybe I can pull it out. Maybe I can pull this drawing out at the end. All the time, you know, when I'm drawing these things, sometimes I feel like, oh man, this totally sucks. Like I'm like, is this any good? Is anybody even gonna like this? This drawing? I don't even know if anybody's gonna like this drawing. Yeah, the music is pretty good, man. It's happy EDM music. Ugh, man. This is so... I think this is working. It looks pretty good. I think it needs to get a little bit darker though. The details are fun. Sometimes it's easy to draw with you know, it's if I have like a reference photo to work from, it's that usually helps a lot. My many brushes I'm going through right here. Let me see, maybe this will help. This will help me feel pretty good about it, maybe. Let's see. It's interesting. Bigfoot with tats. That's a pretty good one. Maybe he will have some tats. Yeah, I guess that's working. I guess that's okay. Maybe I'll bring that texture down a little bit. Let me give a little more shadow to these teeth. So KT Data is asking, what's the difference between painting and that other technique you were mentioning earlier? I think what you're mentioning is the pen and ink version of this stuff. So what I would do is, like when I would normally draw, sometimes I would like, let's go back to the pencils, right? So like I would ink this in like a black and white drawing, right? Like you'd see this as an ink drawing, and then I would do the painting underneath. But what I'm doing is I'm just painting everything from scratch, right? So it's like you're painting with color, essentially, like traditional painting. That's what that is. And it just gives a different look to the drawing. Also, it tends to work a lot. I tend to work a lot quicker when I'm doing that. These digital paints take a little bit longer because I'm doing a lot of stuff with color and stuff like that. So that's the difference, you know. Catmosphere. All right, so let's take a look here. So yeah, so the main difference is just the way it looks, right? The end result. That sort of makes a big difference. And the pen and ink version will always, it'll look, have more kind of a comic book feel to it. And it's just like a different feel. Yeah, a lot of it has to do, like I'll do different styles. Like, for example, this is a good example, KT Data, because you're familiar with my work. So, Geek a Week. So if you remember when I first started Geek a Week, the art looked, you know, like comic book art, right? It looked very comic booky. And then with sort of the final, like the last version, even this last version I did, the last version I did looked very very painterly. Like I did a lot of painting, like my stuff from Geek Week. Season 5 looked a lot dramatically different than my stuff from Geek Week Season 1. And that's because, well, in Geek Week version 1, I was painting, I was actually drawing pen and ink, actual real drawing at my drawing table. And and then I would paint in Photoshop. But what man, it's totally. But what the difference is 100% of this is digital. You know, like I'm basically just painting this digitally in the computer. Yeah, I'm not really clear what you're asking either, Kate. Squalzy. Oh. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, we. I don't mind if you, but just ask first so that we can sort of, you know. So now what I'm doing is I'm doing these. I'm adding some rim light on this thing. And giving a little bit of dimension. Oops. Giving a little bit of dimension to these characters. I don't know. That's a KT data question for sure. As far as understanding what's going on with Streamlabs. It's ridiculous, this whole thing. Let's see. You know, I should come up, if you guys want to help me come up with things to draw in the future, you put stuff in the suggestion box so I can kind of pick and choose. Oops, dang it. Fun. This is actually turning out all right. I think it'll be okay. Oh, you know what? I think I know what you're asking. So, I think you're requesting songs, but I can't play songs. You know, and maybe KT Data can understand this or explain this better. I can't play songs that are copyrighted on the stream. Otherwise, I'll get a strike. There's all these rules in on Twitch. I wish I could play what I wanted to. Hey, that's pretty cool. It looks pretty good. So far, so good. How are we doing here? I'm about an hour into the stream. That looks pretty fun. It's fun. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. That looks pretty cool. That looks pretty good. I like what that's looking like. I like that. All right, so let me group that guy. So let's see what happens when I do this. I'm going to give him a little bit of depth of field. Make him look like he's have a photograph taken of him. That's pretty cool. Let me do another little depth of field thing here. Nope. Whoops. Dang it. He does look very, very at peace. This is the morning, man. All right. Let's add a little bit of darkness to him. It's been a long time, by the way, since I've just drawn something for the fun of it. Like, well, I guess that's not true. I did over the weekend I drew a DJ I listened to on Twitch named ZZorza, and so that was fun. I kind of did that for fun because I was like, oh yeah, that's sort of an interesting, you know, that seemed like a fun thing for me to draw. But like something like this, I don't really do this that often, you know, like. I'm going to give a little bit more rim light here, a little more lighting effects on this character. It's interesting. It's a little bit interesting there. That looks pretty cool. Let me. Oh, you know what? That's what I want to do. There we go. I am going to add a little more light to the eyes and see if that helps bring this character even more to life. Yeah, there we go. It's nice. He does look very enlightened. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that. Let me do a little more darkness here. It's the hair more. Oh, no, you know what? Let me see what I do here. Weird. Oh, that looks cool. I like that a lot. That looks cool. Huh. Wow, that looks cool. I like it. I like it. Looks very rustic, I guess. So that looks pretty neat. I'm going to do one more piece of rim light here and then I'll move to the background. It's kind of fun to do this from whole cloth, you know, like being able to create something from nothing like this. I mean, you guys were able to watch me create this from Straight out of nothing, man. It's kind of neat. I can see why that's interesting, is what I'm saying. Alright, alright. Let me do a little bit of darkness here. No, what Euphoria Fish, to ask to answer your question, what I did was I took the I copied the grouping and then made a flat layer and then put a color layer over top that I then turned into I think I did an overlay. I turned this color layer into like an overlay, and that kind of gave it like a very interesting look. So let me start working on the background. So I like that rim light. I like the way the softness of that kind of came out. I think that looked pretty cool. So let me start adding some trees. So one of the things that I ended up finding was a bunch of brushes that just painted, you know, real quickly, you know. So yeah, I ended up using these a lot, which are super cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna blur that. Yeah, there we go. There are some trees. How cool is that? Very, very quick, easy trees. It's just a brush that I downloaded. What I find is using some of these, just finding brushes and how to use them is what really helps speed up your process, right? Like, you know, like I've been using a lot of these drawings. I've been using these cube drawings. I'm sorry, cube. This cube. What the hell am I saying? Cube brush. It's like this interesting cube brush, and that was very like cute and handy when I'm doing. You know, I don't know if I like this green background now. Give me a second. I don't know if I like that green. Let me see. That's not bad. Let me add some bright here. I like that. That looks pretty cool. So I think I'm gonna add some mist. Oops. So this is a brush I use a lot. Once again, it's like about finding those brushes you like. It's pretty cool. Sometimes, you know, it's like happy accident, you know, like, oh, you know, I wanted it to do one thing, but it did another thing, and then it's like, oh, that looks super cool. So same thing with this brush. It's sort of like, oh yeah, that looks pretty neat. You know, that's kind of an interesting look. That looks pretty cool. Yes, there's some mist going on. It's like gorillas in the mist. So what do you think, guys? Do you like this? I'll do another. Let's try another thing here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I like that. I'm not digging that. So, the final... Not do the Hendersons. I wish, you know what? Next week, maybe what I'll do, maybe I'll, you know, I don't know. I may actually change up my streaming schedule, because, I don't know, it really just depends on my workload. I just picked up a new gig, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. So, so the last thing here to do is sign your name. So I'm going to sign my name and then also add my @ Dude, what's that? Oh yeah, that's right. So it's funny. I found a font called Peralta, which I use to write my name a lot with. Little Bigfoot. Thank you. There was one thing I wanted to do here real quickly. And let's add a little bit of interest to his hand. Just a little bit of interest here. So it gives a little bit of dimension to the hand. I'm going to go ahead and clean that up a little bit. Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate it. So once again, I want to show you, this is why I love this process, right? So let's turn a bunch of the, I'm gonna do some interesting things here. The other thing too that I may want to do with these is turn them into NFTs. So you can actually own the original file, right? The original JPEG of this that doesn't exist. So I'm going to show you something. This is something I love. I'm gonna put some of these into, just to make this easier. I'm gonna throw this in. But you got to watch me go from here to here to here, all within the span of about an hour and 20 minutes, guys. What do you think of that? It's pretty amazing, just seeing how I took you from this point, to this point, all within an hour and 20 minutes. So here's something I want to just kind of mention. You watch me do this, and I feel pretty confident that I can help you do it as well. So if you go to patreon.com/Len, if you back me at the highest level, which is, I believe, the I forget, it's like tutor level or something, I can do a one-on-one with you and work with you to teach you some of these techniques and things like that to create. So patreon.com/Len. If you can't do that, you can just back me at Patreon. Just be a Patreon backer, and you'll get some rewards and stuff like that. And that's a quick way of maybe learning how to do this process. But you watch me do this in about an hour and 20 minutes. I probably would have been able to get it done in about an hour had I not been chatting with all you guys. But yeah, so it's really about understanding the just your tools and everything else, and what you how to use them and stuff like that. So hopefully this stream will help you learn a little bit. Maybe you might learn a couple things here and there. But I can be your personal tutor at Len Peralta. I'm sorry, at patreon.com/Len. I don't know. I'm just trying to promote myself all the time. Let's go back to the stream here. I'm just going to show it to you again. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any other ideas for the stream, if you have things you'd like to see me draw, please do so. Go to the suggestion box and drop some things in there. Yes, Squalzy, what do you want? Oh, different lighting. Watching the stars. Oh, you mean this one? Doing this one while watching the stars? Oh, I can do that real quick. So let's do this real quick. So let's nah, I don't know if it's for the money. I mean, I really, one of the things definitely for sure is, I'm not expecting to make a ton of money off this, really, honestly. It's more just something that I probably should have done a long time ago. And, I probably should have been streaming a real long time ago. Oh, you know what? Let's take this out, and let's take these out. This mist. Oh, that looks bad. Hang on a second. Let me do this. I mean, here's the thing, Squalzy. I mean, let me be honest with you. I don't mind, I don't mind doing this, right? Like, if I make a little money here and there, that's fine. But I mean, yeah, right. It is about the passion, right? It's about passion for your drawing and getting better at it. But also, you also want to make a living doing what you're doing. So I hope you don't hold it against me that I want to try to do something and try to make a little bit of money. I mean, I'm not looking to make crazy bank, right? I mean, if I do, then all the more better, right? That'd be great. But it's like one of those things where it's like, I mean, everybody wants to make money from their talent. Well, not everybody, but I think a lot of people want to make money from their talent. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But, I mean, if I can sort of sell my wares and people are interested and it brings me other projects and fun things for me to work on, then yeah, for sure. Maybe I ought to add like links. KT data, is that something? Should we add people? Let people add links, and do that unless people think they're gonna. You think people are gonna spam it out or something? I don't know. I didn't allow links because I was like, I didn't want it to become like all. No, you didn't break the drawing. Don't worry. No, you know why? You know why? Because it's everything still exists the way that it does before Euphoria Fish. Now it looks like it's snowing. Hang on a second. I got to be a little more judicious about this. So there's some stars. There's a little bit of stars. And I'm going to be more judicious about the moon. So, Euphoria Fish, this is kind of a take on that. A different background, but if you notice what I did is I just copied the background, so I can always go back to this original one if I wanted to. So I have two different versions now, right? So maybe I'll share both of them on social media, and maybe one will win over another one. So. Yeah, exactly. I try not to be destructive with the art so that I can keep going back if I needed to. So there you go. So anyway, this is pretty good, man. Thank you for joining me for this afternoon. I appreciate it. I didn't think I was going to be able to get a stream in because I was like, oh man, I got all kinds of work to do and phone calls to be on and stuff like that, but I'm glad to be able to do this. So anyway, I should be back on around streaming again on Friday before DTNS, before Good Day Internet. Speaking of which, I don't have too many viewers right now, so I was going to do a raid. I was going to raid Good Day Internet, but only with 5 viewers. Maybe if we had like a lot more viewers, we'd do that. The next stream will be Friday, possibly tomorrow evening. I might be streaming Jawbone Radio in the evening. So go ahead and subscribe, follow, do what you need to do so you don't miss a beat. I appreciate the time you spent, and thank you so much, all the people in here who are like hanging out. It's been great. Thanks to KT Data for being a mod, and all these other great people. Squalzy. Oh man, I can't pronounce both of these people's names. A10, thanks for being here. Commander Root, Euphoria Fish, NES Gentlemen, thank you so much. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, please subscribe, and we will see you, or I will see you, on Friday between 1 and 3. So thank you so much. A raid could get reverse follows, possibly. You want a raid? Let's raid Good Day Internet. Let's see here. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna raid them, guys. Raid, and then, so I do what? Good Day Internet? What do I do? Good Day Internet. Alright, we're gonna raid. Is that right? Did I do that right? Okay. Go ahead and raid, and we'll see you on Friday. Take care. Bye, everybody.